The goal of this tutorial is to learn about the if statement, types of if, simple if statement, if else statement, nested if else statement, else if ladder. So we will discuss first logical operator. First, this is sign is for the less than, this is for the greater than, this is for less than equal to, this is for greater than equal to, this is logical and, this is logical or, and this is not. So if you want to write not equal to, so you have to write like this. So in the next we will discuss about the simple if statement. Simple if statement, the syntax of simple if statement is if condition, condition like a is greater than b or a is less than b, somehow what like logical condition, then code to be executed, then statement x. So we will first see the flow of execution. So it will come first over here, then check the condition. If it is true, then it will execute the code for true. This condition is true, then it will execute the code. Or if it is false, then it will not execute that code and it will execute next statement, that is statement X. So we will look one example of it. This example is in C programming language. We have declared here number. So printf enter number. Suppose we enter 4. It will scanf %d ampersand number. So the number variable will contain 4. Then number mod 2, that is 4 mod of 2, that is 0. We will calculate the remainder of it. If we divide 4 by 2, that is remainder is 0. So if 0 equal to 0, then this condition is true. Then it will print that 4 %d will directly move on to the number and print the value of the number, that is 4 is even number. This is all about the simple if statement. So next is if else statement. Syntax of if else statement is if condition, this is logical condition, then if that condition is true, then the code to be executed, that is true code. Then if this condition is false, then else statement will be executed, that is false code. Then after this if else, then statement X will be executed. Okay, so the flow chart of it is, if condition will be checked over here. If the condition is false, then it will execute the false code, that is it will execute the false code, that is it will execute the else block, that this block will be executed. If that condition is true, this condition is true over here, then if block will be executed, that is means this block will be executed. After execution of the if block, then it will directly execute the statement X when if the condition is true. Else if the condition is not true, it will execute the statement false, that is else condition, and then execute the statement X. So example of it is hash include stdio.h for including the header file void main. Then we have declared here number, integer type of number variable. Then we have taken the number from the user, that is suppose 3. Then it will check that number 3 mod of 2, that is equal to 1, and which is not equal to 0. So this condition is false. Then it will execute the else part, that it will print that %d, that means number value of this number variable, that is 3 is an odd number. So next is nested if else statement. Syntax of it is if condition. Inside that if condition, there is one more if condition. Here you can also write the block of the else condition. Then for this if, This is else condition. If this condition is true, then it will go inside the block, that is this. Then check this condition, condition number 2, suppose. Then if this condition is true, then it will execute this code. Or else, if this condition is false, it will directly go onto the statement X. Okay. So what if that this if, that is condition 1, assume that this is false. So it will execute the else block, that is over here. That is, this false condition will be executed. So what is the flowchart for it? There is the flowchart for it. Condition will be checked, that is condition number 1 and condition number 2. Suppose if the condition 1 is true, then it will check the condition number 2, that is inside this block, then if it is true, then it will execute the true code, then go to execute the statement X. This is executed. If this condition is false, that is condition 1 is false, the false code, that is else part, that is this else here, it will be executed, false code, then it will be move on to the statement X. So example for it is, we are going to check the largest number, that is maximum number between 3 numbers, suppose A, B and C. So we have declared 3 variable and 1 variable, that is max. So we are taking it from the user, that is %d, %e in the scanf, as you know. Then we are checking the condition, that if A is greater than B, suppose we have taken A equal to 10, B equal to 20 and C equal to suppose 5. If 10 is greater than 20, which is false, so this block is not executed. This if block is not executed. It will execute the else block, that is it will check that B, that is B is greater than C, that is 20 is greater than 5, yes, then it will execute that max is equal to B. Then it will store max equal to B, that is the value of the B, that is 20. Then it will print the max number is equal to %d, then it will move on for a first argument, that is max, and print the value of that max variable over here, that is 20. So this is the program for finding out the largest number, that is the maximum number among the 3 numbers. Next is else if ladder. Syntax of it is, it will first check the condition first. If it is true, then the statement first will be executed. Else, if the condition first is false, then it will execute the condition second. And if the condition second is true, then it will execute the statement 2. If the condition second is false, then it will execute the else block and execute the false statement, and then after it will execute the statement X. The flowchart for it, when the condition 1 is true, then it will execute the statement 1 and then it will execute the statement X. If the condition 1 is false, it will check the condition 2, that is it will check the else if condition 2. Then if it is true, then statement 2 will be executed, or else default statement will be executed. Then after the execution of the default statement, the statement X will be executed. So this is the else if ladder. So example of it is, suppose we have entered the marks. Marks is one variable which is of the type integer. We are giving the marks from the user. Suppose that it is 89. So it will check the first condition, that is if 89 greater than 79, yes, this condition is true, then it will print that is grade A. 54. So it will check first that if 54 is greater than 79, this condition is false. So then it will check the condition number second, that is check that with the 59, that is 54 is greater than 59. So this condition is also false. Then it will check the third condition, that marks greater than 39, then 54 greater than 39. Yes, this condition is true. Then it will print grade C. So let me take one more example on this. That is, if we give the marks as 2, so it will check first condition, that is 2 is greater than 79. So it is false. So it will check the 2 is greater than 59. It is also false. Then it will check our third condition, that is 2 is greater than 39. It is also false. Then it will execute the else part, that is default part, that is it will print the grade F. And remember one thing, there is the single statement in if else or if, then there is no need of giving this curly bracket to it.